Fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in a word. Tradition. Tradition, 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 tradition. Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered, and we always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition start? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. Because of our traditions, everyone here knows who they are and what God expects them to do. Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right as master of the house to have the final word at home? The Papa! Tradition! The Papa!
I hear they picked a bride for me. I hope she's pretty. The sons, tradition. The sons, tradition.
And who does Mama teach to mend and tend and fix, preparing me to marry whoever Papa picks? The daughters, tradition. The daughters, tradition.
And in the circle of our little village, we've always had our special times. For instance, Yenta, the matchmaker.
Avram, I found the perfect match for your son, a wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Ruchel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Ruchel? But she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Avram. Is your son so much to look at? The way he looks, the way she sees, it's a perfect match.
And Nachum, the beggar.
Alms for the poor! Alms for the poor!
Reb Nachum is 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck? Last week you gave me 2 kopecks.
I had a bad week.
So, if you have a bad week, why should I suffer?
Oh.
And most important, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar? Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
Then there are all the others in our village. They have a much bigger circle. His Honor, the Constable. His Honor, the Priest. And His Honor, well, many others. We don't bother them, and so far, they don't bother us. Oh, and amongst ourselves, we get along perfectly well. Well, there was the time that he sold him a horse and he delivered a mule. But that's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace and harmony. Tradition. Tradition. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof, huh?
By the stove, foolish girl. Where's Chava?
She's in the barn milking.
When will Papa be home?
Oh, it's almost supper, and he worries a lot when he'll be home. All day long, riding on his wagon like a prince.
Mama, you know that Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. And you don't have to defend your Papa to me. I've known him longer than you. He could drive a person crazy. He should just live and be well. Spritzer, bring me some potatoes. Chava, did you finish milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again? Why does a girl need to read? Will it get her a better husband? Here.
Mama, Yanta's coming. She's down the road.
Maybe she's finally found a good match for you, Tsardo.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost the Sabbath.
Finish in the barn. I want to talk to Yanta alone.
Mama, can I go outside and play?
You have feet? Go.
Can I go too?
Go to.
But Mama, the men she finds. The last one was so old he was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry can't be so particular. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
After all, Mama, I've not yet reached 20 years of age.
Yeah. Do you have to boast about your age? Do you want to tempt the evil eye? Inside. Oh, Golda, I had to come see you because I have such news for you. And not just every day of the week news, no. This is once in a lifetime news, huh? But where your daughter's outside, yes? No? Good. Ugh, such diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, Golda, I'll find every one of them a husband. But you shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband. God forbid. Oh. And who should know better than me, Ever since my husband died, I've been a poor widow, all alone, nobody to talk to, nothing to say to anybody. Oh, it's no life. All I do at night is think of him. And even thinking of him gives me no pleasure because, well, you know as well as I do that he wasn't much of a person. Never made a living. Everything he touched turned to mud. But still, better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Seidel in the house?
Yes, but she is busy. You can come back later.
Oh, well, there's something I'd like to tell her.
Later?
Oh, Mottel, I thought I heard you.
Finish what you were doing. I said later.
All right.
What does the poor little Taylor Mottle want with Saito?
They've been friends since they were babies together. They talk, they play.
They play? What do they play?
Oh, who knows? They're just children.
Well, from such children come other children.
Mottle is a nothing.
Children, they are a blessing in your old age. My Aaron, of course, couldn't give me children. He was good as gold, believe me. Never raised his voice to me. But other than that, he wasn't much of a man. So what good is it that he never raised his voice? Nah, but who's complaining? Other women enjoy complaining. Oh, but not Yenta. No, not everyone can be a Yenta. Well, I must head home to prepare my poor Sabbath meal. So, goodbye, Golda. And it was such a lovely pleasure talking our hearts out to each other.
Yenta, you said you had news for me.
The news. I'm losing my head. One of these days it will fall off altogether. A horse will come by and kick it into the mud, and goodbye, Yenta. The news. Yes, of course. It's about Laser Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man, and I don't have to tell you he's wealthy. But he's lonely, the poor man. You understand? Of course you do. To make it short, out of the whole town, he's cast his eye on Saito.
My Saito?
Oh, no, that's our Saito. Of course you're Saito.
Oh, such a match for my Saito. Oh, but Tevye wants to learn it, man. He doesn't like laser.
Listen to me, Golda, darling. Send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it himself. You'll see, he'll win him over. He's a good man, Golda. He's a rich man. True? True. So you'll tell me how it went, and you don't have to thank me, because aside from the fee, which anyway Laser will pay, it gives me such pleasure to make people happy. Ugh, what greater pleasure is there, So, goodbye, Golda, and you're welcome.
What did she want, Mama? When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish cleaning the floor. Bilka, Spritzer! I wonder if Yenta found a husband for you.
I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a match.
Not unless it's Model, the tailor.
I didn't ask you.
Saito, you're the oldest. They have to make a match for you before they can make one for me.
And after her, one for me.
So if Yenta brings
Oh, Yenta.
Well, someone has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves.
She might bring someone wonderful.
Someone interesting.
And well-off.
And important. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, I'll bring the veil, you bring the broom, splinter and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all who see. For Papa, make him a scholar. Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't bother if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night, find me a match of my own.
Since when are you interested in a match, Hala? I thought you only had your eye on your books. And you have your eye on the rabbi's son.
Well, why not? We only have one rabbi. He only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best?
Because you're a poor girl from a poor family. So whatever Yenta brings you, you'll take, right? Of course, right. Have I made a match for you? He's handsome, he's young. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man, a good catch. True? True. I promise you'll be happy, and even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. Papa, ride. But he's a nice man, a good catch, right? Right. You've heard he has a temper. He'll beat you every night, only when he's sober. So you're all right. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I do the best I can with no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you've got a man. Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time. Up to this minute, I misunderstood that I could get stuck for good. Yet I've seen that he's gentle. Remember, you were also a bride. It's not that I'm sentimental. It's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, plan me no plans. I'm in no rush. Maybe I've learned playing with matches learned. So bring me no ring, groom me no groom, find me no find, catch me no can, unless he's a matchless man.
Today I am a horse. Dear God, did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me, Tavia. Bless me with 5 daughters and a life of poverty. But what have you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my friend Tavia, huh?
Oh, you're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where is your horse?
Oh, he was invited to the blacksmith for the Sabbath.
Ugh, well, hurry up. The sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. I know you created many, many poor people. And I realize, of course, it is no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I were to have a small fortune, huh? If I were a rich man, diddle deedle diddle diggy diggy deedle diddle dum. All day long I'd pity pity bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle deedle diddle diggy diggy deedle diddle dum. If I were a pity pity rich, idle deedle diddle diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. And there'd be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud quack, quack, gobble, gobble, honk would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, diddle, diggy, diggy, diddle, diddle, dum. All day long I'd pity, pity, bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle, 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 diggy, diggy, diddle, diddle, dum. If I were a pity, pity rich, diddle, 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 diddle man, I see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife, with a proper double chin, huh? Supervising meals to her heart's delight. And she'll be putting on airs and strutting like a peacock, with a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Redrevia, pardon me, Redrevia, for these problems that will cross the rabbi's eyes. Bye 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 bye. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe get a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day, and this would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd pity, pity, bum. If I were a wealthy man, hey, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle, 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 diggy, diggy, diddle, diddle, dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? Hey!
There he is. You forgot my order for the Sabbath.
Reb Mordechai, I had a little accident with my horse.
Tevye, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
I know, Red Mendel, I know.
Tevye, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa, huh?
Talking about news. Terrible news in the outside world. Terrible.
What is it?
What does it say?
In a village called Rajanka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land. Maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague. Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities start itching in places that they can't reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around and you curse and you chatter and you don't do anything. You'll all curse your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No,
And where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student at the university there.
Aha! The university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That is where I learned that there is more to life than talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, when you spit in the air, it will land in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
He's right. And he's right. How can they both be right?
You know, you're also right.
He's right. He's still wet behind the ears. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Tevye.
Shabbat shalom.
Good Sabbath,
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath.
Tevye, the rabbi's
Of
order,
course,
my
of
chief.
course, of course. So you're from Kiev, Reb
Perchik.
Perchik. So you're a newcomer here. Huh? As Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land. Huh?
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
And the cheese.
Of course, of course. Here. Here. Have a piece, huh?
Oh, I have no money, and I'm not a beggar.
It is a blessing for me to give. Here.
Very well. For your sake.
Thank you. You know, it is no crime to be poor.
In this world, it is the rich who are the criminals.
Huh?
One day their wealth will be ours.
Oh, that would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree, huh?
And who would make this miracle come to pass?
People. Ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, Reb Perchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
5?
Daughters.
Well, girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical.
I could teach them many things. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our time.
I am a very poor man. Food for lessons, huh? Come, stay the Sabbath with us. Of course, we don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but someplace it has something about a chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children. Perchik, this is my eldest daughter.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a very pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. And oh, this is mine. And this is mine. And this is mine. And oh, no, this is not mine. This is Motto Kamzoil, and he...
So you did me a favor and came in.
This is also mine. Go there. This is Perchik from Kiev. He will be staying the Sabbath with us. He is a teacher. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I'm a very good teacher. I really am a good teacher.
I heard once the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me. As the good book says.
The good book can wait. Get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
Malta, you're also eating with us. Of course, another blessing. Saito, 2 more. Bielka, Sprintze, get washed.
Model can help me.
Get the table. All right. Chava, you go too. You can get washed at the well outside. Tevye, I have something to say to you.
Why should today be different?
Tevye, I have to tell you.
I'm praying.
Lazar Wolf wants to see you.
The butcher? About what?
I don't know. Only that he says it is important.
What could be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
Talk to him about what? If he's thinking about buying my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevye, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message. At least you could talk to him.
Talk to him about what? He wants to buy my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
All right, after the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Model Yenta was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, then there will be a match and it will be too late for us.
Oh, don't worry, Seidel. I have found someone who will sell me his used sewing machine. So in a few weeks, I'll have saved up enough to buy it, and then your father will be impressed with me.
But Model, a few weeks may be too late.
But what else can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm just a poor tailor.
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Seidel, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Model.
I'm just a poor tailor.
Model, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right. I'll talk to him.
It's late. Where is everybody? Late!
Reb
Come!
Tevye.
Children, come!
Reb Tevye.
What is it? Well, Motto, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Reb Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Ah.
All near our Sabbath. Vodka,
Yes, Laser Wolf.
please bring me a bottle of your best brandy and 2 glasses.
Your best brandy, Reb Laser.
What's the occasion? Are we having a party?
There might be a party. There may even be a wedding.
A wedding? How wonderful! And I'd be glad to make the wedding merry, lead the dancing and so forth, for a small fee, of course.
Of course, a wedding would be no wedding without you and your feet.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening.
We would like a drink. Sit down, Fiedka.
Vodka? Schnapps?
Vodka.
Yes, right away.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tevye.
Ah, Rabbi. Good evening. Good evening.
What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Reb Laser.
Tevye, sit down, have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Tevye?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
The same.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, how's your brother-in-law in America doing?
I believe he's doing very well.
He wrote you?
Not lately.
And how do you know?
If he was doing poorly, he would write. May I?
Tevye, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes, I do, Red Blazer. And there's no use talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
You have a few more without her.
Oh, I see. Today you want 1. Tomorrow you may want 2.
2? What would I do with 2?
The same as you do with 1.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Why is it so important to you?
Frankly, because I'm lonesome.
Lonesome? What are you talking about?
You don't know.
We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow? So I won't be lonesome?
What's so funny?
I'm talking about your daughter. Your daughter, Zeitel.
My daughter, Zeitel?
Of course, your daughter, Zeitel. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made a good impression on me. I like her. And as you know, for myself, Tevye, I'm pretty well off. I have my own house, a goods store, a servant. Look, Tevye, why do we have to try to impress each other? Let's shake hands and call it a match. And you won't need a dowry for her. And maybe you'll find something in your own purse, too.
Shame on you. Shame! What do you mean, my purse? My Zeitel is not the sort I would sell for money.
All right, as you say, we won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's get it done with. I will be good to her, Tevye. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? Oh, you can have a fine conversation if you want to talk about kidneys and livers. On the other hand, not everyone has to be a scholar. If you're wealthy enough, no one will call you stupid. And with a butcher, my daughter would surely never know hunger. But he has a problem. He's much older than her. Now that's her problem. But she's younger. That's his problem. I always thought of him as a butcher, but I misjudged him. He's a good man. He likes her. He will try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevye, this is wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you, my friend.
Oh, to you, my friend.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To our good health and happiness. And most important, to life. To life. L'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim. To life. Here's to the father I try to be.
Here's to my bride to be.
Drink l'chaim. To life. To life. L'chaim.
L'chaim, l'chaim, to life.
Life has a way of confusing us,
blessing and bruising us. Drink L'chaim to life.
God would like us to be joyful, even when our hearts lie panting on the floor.
How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be joyful for? To life, L'chaim.
To Zeitel, my daughter,
my wife. It gives you something to think about,
something to drink about.
Drink L'chaim to life. And thanks for everybody.
What's the occasion?
I'm taking myself a ride. That is all this my wife.
It takes a wedding to make a say, live another day. Drink the fire.
You know, Tevye, after the marriage, we will be related. You will be my papa.
Your papa? I always wanted a son, but one a little younger than myself.
Good evening, Constable.
Good evening. What's the celebration?
Tevye is just married off his oldest daughter.
Tevye, may I offer my congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Tevye, I have a piece of news I think I should tell you, as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm giving you this news because I like you. You are a decent, honest person, even though you are a Jewish dog.
Thank you, Your Honor. How often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news?
We have received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom here?
No. Just a little unofficial demonstration.
How little?
Not too serious, just some mischief so that if an inspector comes through, he has seen that we have done our duty. Personally, I don't see whether there has to be this trouble between people. But I thought I should tell you, and you should go and tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. You are a good man. If I may say so, it is too bad you are not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Tevye. Always joking. Congratulations once again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. And goodbye. Dear God, did you have to bring me news like that? Today of all days. I know we are the chosen people, but once in a while, couldn't you choose someone else? Anyway, thank you for bringing a husband for my title. L'chaim. Oh.
Now, children, today I will tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together, all right? Good. Now, Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob loved the younger, Rachel, and he asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob worked for him for 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban tricked him and gave him his ugly daughter Leah instead. So, to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us you must never trust an employer. Do you understand?
Yes, Perchik. Yes, Perchik.
Good. Now,
Oh, Papa isn't up yet? No, Mama. Then enough lessons. We have to do Papa's work today. How long can he sleep? He staggered home last night and fell into bed like a dead man. I couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away and clean the barn. Call me when Papa gets up.
That is a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son.
My little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know about him besides that he is the rabbi's son? Would you still be interested in him if he was the shoemaker's son or the tinsmith's son?
At least I know this. He doesn't have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly, any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not talking to you personally.
You have spirit, even a little intelligence.
Thank you.
Perhaps. But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Holly.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl. But of course, that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions! Nothing must change. Everything is perfect, exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing. Everywhere but here. Here, men and women must not talk to each other. Men in the kitchen, women study. Boys and girls must not touch, should not even look at each other.
I'm looking at you.
You are very brave. Did you know that in the city, boys and girls are allowed to be affectionate with one another without the permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances, like this. I learned it in Kiev. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
There. We just changed an old custom.
Yes. Well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Good day.
Oh. Yerka. Spritzer. What's your name?
Huddle, Papa.
Huddle. Where is Zeitel?
She's in the barn.
Call her out, huh? Oh, Reb Perchik. How did the lesson go today?
I think we made a very good beginning.
Ah, he's finally up.
Oh.
What happened last night besides your drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser?
Ah.
What did he say?
Ah.
What did you say? Do you have any
Patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay. And bad news will refuse to leave. And there's another saying that goes...
You could die from such a man.
Oh, Zeitel, my lamb, come. Come, my child. Come here. Zeitel, you are to be congratulated. You are going to be married.
Married? What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it.
The butcher?
Yeah.
Oh, my heart told me this was going to be our lucky day. Oh, dear God, I thank thee, I thank thee.
Well, what do you say, Zeitel? Huh?
Well, what can she say? My firstborn, a bride. May you grow old with him in honor and in fortune, not like that first wife of his, Ruma Sarah. She was a horrible, bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Oh, not like my Zeitel. Oh, now I must go thank Yenta. Oh, my Zeitel, a bride. Mazel tov, Zeitel.
You call that a mazel tov? Huh. And you, Reb Perchik, aren't you going to congratulate her? Huh?
Congratulations, Zeitel, on getting a rich man.
Again with the rich? What's wrong with being rich?
It is no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
May the good Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Zeitel knows I mean only her welfare. Am I right, Zeitel?
Yes, Papa.
Ah, you see?
I see. I see very well.
Ah. Well, Title, my child, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa.
What is it?
Papa.
Tell me.
I don't want to marry him, Papa. I can't marry him, Papa. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll dig ditches, I'll haul rocks, only don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
What's wrong with Laser? He likes you.
I'll be unhappy. All of my life, I'll be unhappy. I'll dig ditches, I'll haul rocks.
But we made an agreement. And with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, please don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right, I won't force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
It seems it was not ordained that you should have all the comforts of life, or that we should have a little joy in our old age after all our hard work.
Reb Tevye, may I speak to you?
Later, Mottle, later.
I would like to speak to you.
Not now, Mottle. I have problems.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly. Like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, Mottle, goodbye.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right. You have a tongue? Talk.
Reb Tevye, I hear you're arranging a match for Seidel.
Oh, he also has ears.
I have a match for Seidel.
What kind of match?
Perfect fit.
A perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
A perfect fit, made to measure. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who is it?
Please don't shout at me.
Who is it?
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 It's me. Myself.
Himself. Either you are completely out of your mind, or you're crazy. He must be crazy. Arranging a match for yourself? What are you, everything? The bridegroom, the matchmaker, the guests, all rolled into one? I suppose you'll even perform the ceremony yourself. You must be crazy.
Please don't shout at me, Reb Tevye. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy!
Times are changing, Reb Tevye. The thing is, your daughter Seidel and I gave each other a pledge more than a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd! They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable! Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America? And what do you think you're doing? You a stitcher! You nothing! And who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here. Not now. Some things I cannot, I will not allow. Tradition, marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This shall never be changed. One little time you pull out the prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I still have something to say about my own daughter? Or doesn't anyone have to ask a father anymore?
Well, I've wanted to ask you for some time, Reb Tevye, but first I wanted to save up for my own sewing machine.
Oh, stop talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
It's true. But even a poor tailor's entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Reb Tevye, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things cannot get any worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge. unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him, she wants him. Look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition, huh? Well, children, when shall we make the wedding?
Thank you, Papa!
Reptevia, you won't be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Modern children, they pledge their troth. Golda, what am I going to tell Golda? What am I going to do about Golda? Help!
Marshall, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side in miracle of miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around in miracle of miracles, led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought would never be. God has given you
But it was terrible.
Tell me.
All right. Don't be frightened.
Tell me.
All right. This was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt we were having a celebration of some kind, and everyone we knew was there. And musicians, too. And in the middle of this dream, in walks your grandmother Zeitel, may she rest in peace.
Oh, Grandma Zeitel! How did she look?
For a woman who's been dead 30 years, she looked very good. So naturally, I went up to greet her, and she said to me,
A blessing on your head,
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
to see a daughter wed,
mazel tov, mazel tov.
and such a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor Mottle Count Soil.
Mottle?
A worthy boy is he,
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
a pious family.
mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him after my dear Uncle Mordecai, the tailor Mottle Count Soil.
Well, a tailor. She must have heard wrong. She meant a butcher.
You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean the butcher, Grandma, by the name of Laser Wolf.
No! I mean the tailor, Tanya, my great-grandchild. I mean the Zeitel whom you named for me. Mottle's bride was meant to be. For such a magic reign. Mazel tov, mazel tov. In everything was made. Mazel tov, mazel tov. A fine upstanding boy, a comfort and a joy. The tailor Mottle Count Soil.
But we announced it already. We made a bargain with the butcher.
But we announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher, Laser Wolf.
No! So you announced it, Tanya. That's your headache. But as for Laser Wolf, I say to you, Tanya, that's your headache too. A blessing on your house, mazel tov, mazel tov. Such a house, mazel tov, mazel tov. And you just son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor Mottle Count Soil.
It was the butcher. It was Laser Wolf. The tailor Mottle Count Soil.
Shot! Shot! Who is this? Who is this? Who comes here? What is this? My righteous anger shaken. Is the butcher's life come from beyond the grave? Is the butcher's dear darling departed wife? Through the Sarah, through the Sarah, through the What is this about your daughter marrying my husband? Who would you do this to, your friend and neighbor from a Sarah? Have you no consideration for a woman's feelings? Handing over my belongings to a total stranger. How can you allow it? How can you let your daughter take my place, live in my house, carry my keys, and wear my clothes, pearls? Such a learned man as Tevye, I wouldn't let it happen. Tell me that it isn't true, and then I wouldn't worry. Say you didn't give your blessing to your daughter's marriage. Let me tell you what will follow such a fatal wedding. If Zeitel marries Laser Wolf, I pity them both. She'll live with him 3 weeks, and when 3 weeks are up, I'll come to her by night. I'll take her by the throat
Oh, such a dark and horrible dream. And to think it was brought on by that butcher. Oh, if my grandmother Zaito took the trouble to come all the way from the other world to tell us about that tailor, then all we can say is that it is for the best, and it couldn't possibly be any better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov, like Grandma Zaito said, mazel tov, we'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw, the tailor Matel Kamzoil.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov,
we had when we began.
mazel tov.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry, what's his name?
The tailor Matel Kamzoil.
Ah, yeah.
The tailor Matel Kamzoil.
The tailor Matel Kamzoil. The tailor Matel Kamzoil.
Zaito is marrying Model?
What's all the excitement?
Tevye Saito's going to marry...
I know! There's a wolf, the butcher. No.
No, Mato the tailor.
Matel the tailor? Oh, that's terrible. Mazel tov, Matel!
And what's wrong with my boy Model?
Yussel, do you have a wedding hat for me?
Well, Laser Wolf ordered a hat, but it's quite expensive.
Well, I got his bride. I can get his hat.
Come on.
Oh, Hava, could you watch the shop for me for a few minutes? I'll be back soon.
Yes, of course.
Model?
We heard the news, Mazel tov.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, please, may I pass?
Why? We are congratulating you.
All right, stop it.
What's wrong with you?
Just stop it.
Now listen here, Fjedka.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. The Ratchets. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I often see you at the bookstore. Oh, not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like to borrow this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about us the way they feel about you? I didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, charming, honest, ambitious, very bright, and very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Go ahead. Take the book. It's by Heinrich Heine. Happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
You're quite right. Good. After you return it, I'll ask you how you like it. Then we'll talk about it for a while. And then we'll talk about life and how we feel about things, and it can all turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, Fjedka, could I do something for you?
No, thank you.
You forgot your book?
No, it's mine.
Thank you.
Good day, Chava.
Good day.
Fjedka.
Good day, Fjedka.
the little girl I carry? Is this the little boy at play?
I don't remember growing older. When did they?
When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall?
Wasn't it yesterday when they were
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the days. Seas turn nights to sunrise, blossoming even as we
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years. One season following another, they end with happiness and tears.
What words of wisdom can I give them? How can I help to ease their way?
Now they must learn from one another, day by day.
They look so natural together.
Just like two newlyweds should be.
My friends, we're gathered here to share the joy of the newlyweds, Matul and Saitul. May they live together to a ripe old age. Amen.
Amen.
Here's our beloved rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years.
Amen.
Amen. I'd like to announce that the bride's parents will be giving the newlyweds the following: a new feather bed, a pair of pillows, goose pillows, and this pair of candlesticks. Mazel tov. Now, let us not in our joy forget those who are no longer with us, our dear departed, who lived in pain and suffering and hardship, and who died in pain and suffering and hardship. But enough tears! Let's be merry and content, like our good friend Laser Wolf, who has everything in the world except a bride. Now, but Laser has no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds, which he would like to announce himself. Come, Laser Wolf.
Like he said, I have no ill feeling. What's done is done. I am giving the newlyweds 5 chickens, 1 for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of their wedded life.
Reb Laser, you are a decent man. On behalf of my daughter and her new husband, I accept your gift. You know, there is an old saying that goes...
Tevye, I'm not marrying your daughter. I don't need to listen to your saying.
If you'd only listen a second, I was only going to say
Why
that
should I listen to you, a man who breaks an agreement?
Oh. Not now, Laser, in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? This is not your wedding.
Should have been.
Reb Laser, don't shame Reb Tevye at his daughter's wedding.
But he shamed me in front of the whole village.
Just quiet. Rabbi, say something.
I say, let's sit down.
Well, we all heard the wise words of the rabbi. Huh?
Now, I'd like to sing a little song.
And you can keep your diseased chickens.
Leave my chickens out of it. We made a bargain.
The terms weren't settled.
Break on it.
They
drank on it. I saw.
Once a butcher, always a butcher. Now,
Sign, my own grandmother came to us from the grave. What sign? What grandmother? My grandfather came from the grave and told me that her grandmother is a big liar.
Oh. The terms weren't settled. No.
Quiet! What is all this screaming about? They drank on it. An agreement. A sign. It's all nonsense. Seitel wanted to marry Mottel and not Laser.
A young girl decides for herself.
Yes, and why not? They love each other.
Love.
Terrible.
He's a radical.
What happens to the matchmaker?
I say.
I know. Let's sit down.
Musicians, play. Come play. Dance. It's a wedding.
Yes, some wedding.
Yeah. What is he doing?
Stop him!
Who will dance with me?
That's a sin.
It is no sin to dance at a wedding.
But with a girl?
This is what happens when you open your house to a wild man.
He's not a wild man. His ideas are a little different, but he's not a wild man.
It's a sin.
It is no sin. Ask the rabbi.
Well,
go on, ask him.
Well, Rabbi.
Dancing? Well, it's not exactly forbidden.
There, you see, it's not forbidden.
It is no sin. Now, who will dance with me?
Oh.
Hodel! It's only a dance, Mama.
Play.
Look at Tevye's daughter.
She's dancing with a man.
Dancing? And I'm going to dance with my wife. Golda!
a bad time. Tevye, I'm sorry, but the orders are for tonight. For the whole village. Play. Go on, play. All right, man.
Animals!
All right! Enough. I'm genuinely sorry. You understand?
Of course.
Come.
Take him in the house.
Well, what are you standing around for? Clean up! Clean up!